we need to make a video against Aisha Buhari. She's a woman. She's a woman. Buhari is gone. Buhari will be gone forever. He know what he did. You don't mess with Ajamat people. When you step up from your own country, can't mess with Kujamat, you know what you're going to face. I know Buhari is gone completely. But you're not going to be gone and you try to finish my own people of Nigeria. My first lady of Nigeria, Lady Aisha Buhari. I, the crown of peace, as a mother. My first lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari. I believe in any women who gonna sit back and watch this torture of a citizen, of a children, of a women. It should be somebody else, but not you, Lady Aisha Buhari. My first lady, how many children you have? You have more than 5 children. You should feel the pain of all these children I saw yesterday, lined up in Nigeria. Army beating them, killing them with no reason. Lady Aisha Buhari, how are you going to sit back and watching your population being tortured from your own husband? Your husband is gone. Buhari is sick of hell. Buhari don't have no mind to think anymore. Buhari has nothing going on. All he's doing right now to finish the whole country of Nigeria, to finish African people. I am a Pan-African. You touch my people, you touch me. My first lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari. First lady is not just sitting, have a big head wrapper and walking around and waving your hand. Say salute. A first lady meaning a woman who's going to stand for her population. I think you miss your mission, my first lady. I, the crown of peace of Senegambia, I will tell you what your mission is. My first lady, you have a way to speak out. You are a leader. You shouldn't accept the torture of your people. You shouldn't accept the torture of your children. Their parents was pregnant for 9 months. They breastfeed them for 2 years. The same you do your children. You've been protected. They are not. Your husband using the army to torture those people. They have a mother. They are your children too. When you be a first lady, you're no longer the mother of your only children. You're the mother of the whole country of Nigeria. First lady, Aisha Buhari, come out. You must stop this barbarity of killing from your own husband. Your husband should resign right now because he's now working with his head together. Buhari is sick of hell. Buhari is sick of hell. My first lady, Aisha Buhari, I condemn you as a woman. I, the crown of peace of Senegambia, I condemn you. With your silence, with your quiet. Women, you have a voice. Women, you have a voice. Women, you have a voice. Aisha Buhari, come out and stop that barbaric killing from your own husband. I was so disappointed, so heartbroken when I saw the videos. My citizens, my brother and sisters was lined up from the army of Nigeria, torturing them for no reason. Why? They was have no arm with them. They have no military to fight for them. Nothing. How in the world you gonna walk into? Why African always have to be the reserve of solution using army? Why we have to use the army to resolve any situation? Why can't we use our mind? Why can't we? My first lady Aisha Buhari of Nigeria, I condemn you, I, the crown of peace of the Senegambia. I say, you are the user, you accept it. If you don't accept it, you must come out and fight with us. I was crying when I saw my mothers in Togo coming out naked, fight for the right of their children because they born them. I was naked 2 days. 2 days to solidarity with them. Now it's time for all the women to come out naked and walk. It's time now. It's time we come out naked. First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari, I condemn you for that barbaric killing of my brothers and sisters yesterday with the army of Nigeria. Why is only African? It's no more longer European killing us. We the one killing each other. Why African killing each other? Every solution has to be weapon use. Every solution has to be weapon use. Why? 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 When are we going to use our mind? When are we going to use our vision? When are we going to use our mouth to resolve a solution and instead to use army? When I condemn every president of Africa who are killing today their people. I against Santa Bia of Cameroon. Being a first lady, you've been sit back and watch your people are being killed. First lady is not only wearing a big hat and walking around waving your hand. I condemn every first lady today walking around smiling. You shouldn't come out and talk. Do your mission. Do your mission. I against you with that. Your husband is gone completely. Step up, women. Step up, women. Step up. We are so angry. All of Pan-Africans today. I call every Pan-African to step up. Biafra must be free. We against all the killing. We against all of it being used for our citizens, for our brothers and sisters of Africa. We're tired of it. And we are ready. We are ready to do the walking naked. All the continent of Africa. I salute my Togolese mothers. When they come out walking naked, I was so proud of them. I salute them and I respect them. I, the crown of peace of the Senegambia. I'm with them. I'm ready to make naked, to walk with them too. I wasn't there, but I was there spiritually when I see them. I was so full of joy. That's the symbol. That's the sign. That's the symbol of a fighter of African continent. We know no weapon, but we know what to use to fight against those evil who are finishing our brothers and sisters today. The future leaders of Africa who are going to free Africa tomorrow, who are going to make Africa proud tomorrow. They're killing our own people who will stand tomorrow for you to be free, for our children to be free, for our own grandchildren to be free tomorrow. We're not going to let that happen. Lady AISHA BUHARI, I, the crown of peace of Senegambia, I condemn you to that. You must come out and speak. You must come out and speak. You must come out and speak. You are a lady sitting down your house and watching children being killed from your own husband. Lady AISHA BUHARI, make me believe that you are against that. By coming out and speak out, we demand that. I call all my Pan-African team. We need to make a video against AISHA BUHARI. She's a woman. She's a woman. BUHARI is gone. BUHARI will be gone forever. BUHARI is gone completely. But you're not going to be gone and you try to finish my own people of Nigeria. Biafra must be free. Biafra must be free. Thank you.
And a very good morning and welcome to the late night show with me this morning. My name is Olayomi Koiki and I say good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending on what part of the world you're joining us these early hours of the morning. The time is very late in London. It's just coming up to 2:24 a.m. That's about almost 3:30 in Nigeria. I welcome everybody again. Aisha Buhari. Where is she? Mo kí gbogbo yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, and I say good morning to my beautiful mother also watching online. I say good morning to those of you ní Oman. Mo rí yín ẹ̀yin màmá wa lọ́hùn. Good evening to those of you in America, in Canada. Different timing. That's why the world is very beautiful. Nígbà táwọn kan bá ń sùn, àwọn kan ò tíì sùn. A lot of people will be asking, why do we have to go this length? Kí ló dé gan? Kí ló gbà lọ́wọ́ wa? We are only working towards to make sure that the generation tó tún máa dé lẹ́yìn tiwa, ìyà ò jẹ wọ́n. Nigeria is in a big mess. Good morning to my brother Moses Abbey. Thank you very much. And the rest of those watching on YouTube. Share the broadcast. I'm told others don't mention that, but I expect everybody to share the broadcast when you join a program. Nítorí pé o lè rò pé ẹlòmíì náà ti mọ̀ pé our life kan máa mọ̀. So it is now up to everybody to do the right thing. Sherry, gbogbo wa ni history ma remember. Just like history remember the good, the bad, and the evil people. Ibo l'Abacha wà lédè? Abacha. He was one of the most deadliest man. Nigeria ti di ship tó ń sink, tó ń try láti rescue from different angle. Ibo ni Mobutu Sese Seko wà? Ẹlòmíì ò mọ̀ rántí orúkọ yẹn. Tá bá tún wá rántí ibo ni Tolúlọpẹ́ Arótilẹ̀ wà. Ẹ máa rántí pé àwọn orúkọ yẹn tá bá ṣe ń dárúkọ yẹn, ẹ̀mí yá máa ṣe kì pé tó tọ́ ni. Ibo ni Chief MKO Abiola wà? Ibo ni bàbá wa Chief Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ wà? Iṣẹ́ kan náà làwa náà gbé dání yìí o. I see those of you on Instagram, Sugar Bobo, Samuel, Mola, King Reg, mo kí màmá wa Mojí Adésànyà tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ yín, Afeez Ayọ̀, Sami Ìdòwú. My name has not changed. I've just woken up. That tells you that there's a lot of energy in me as I speak. Torí ẹlòmíì á máa béèrè pé ǹjẹ́ ara bíi tẹ̀ máa ń sùn rárá? I take a lot of rest. I know the journey is not going to be easy, but I've been in this before. I will tell you how. Ṣé ẹni tó bá ti gbé nílùú òyìnbó, báwa ti ṣe gbé nísìn for 20 years plus, kò sí ibi tó lè adapt mọ́ in terms of timing. I will explain why. Ṣé tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní kí wọ́n lọ ṣiṣẹ́ night nísìn tí máa gbowó lé lórí, ṣé màá refuse? Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n pè mí nísìn pé ọmọ iṣẹ́ kan máa yọjú báyìí, kò dẹ̀ sí irú iṣẹ́ tó lè yọjú ẹ láti rántí. Èmi ò lè jẹ́ pé ìta ló máa ti máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn tó tútù á máa mú ẹ. So kí ló wá dé tí mo lè fi ẹ̀mí àti taratara ṣiṣẹ́ Oòduà? Some people will say, is there a gain in it? Oh yes. Kò sí nǹkan kan tí èèyàn bá ṣe tó lérè. Èmi ń ṣiṣẹ́ orúkọ tèmi lọ nìyẹn. Ìdẹ́mi gbé dání, èmi náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ orúkọ. Orúkọ tí kò lè parẹ́, òun lèmi ti gbé dání nísìn. Bàbá tó bí mi ti ṣe tiẹ̀ tó fi lọ. Ismail Bakari, Bontempo. Wow. Biafra nation must be free. Oduduwa nation must be free. It's the only way out. Anything after that is more problem. And people that say we can have this one new Nigeria, don't fight with them. One new Nigeria will deal with everybody. But we just hope it's not going to be too late. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n pè mí nísìnyí pé ọmọ Koiki, iṣẹ́ kan máa yọjú, ǹjẹ́ wàá lọ? Wàláì, èèyàn á gbàgbé tó ń ṣe nínú ilé tó máa fi lọ. Àmọ́ ilé ìta gbé dání nísìn ó ju anything lọ. I have served the Royal Majesty. God bless the Queen. Oh yes, God bless her. Torí pé ó ti lu èmi náà yọ. A rò pé bàbá wa nìkan ló lò yọ nígbà tó wá kó wa lẹ́rú. Àṣọ tún máa lu àwa kan náà yọ. Àwa gan la wá ń wá fúnra wa nísìn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé wọlé wa, àwa là ń wá fúnra wa. Free will la fi wá nísìn. Ẹlòmíà ní òun wá kàwé, ó ti wá padà sí Nàìjíríà. Ẹlòmíì wá gba medical kò tẹ̀ lọ́mọ. Everybody left Nigeria for one reason or the other. But can we rewrite the history? It is possible. How? 20 years I've served this country. 20 good years. Day, night, kò dẹ̀ síbi tí o bá lọ. I've left a footprint. Ó lè má yé ẹ̀yin. Kò síbi tó bá lọ. For 20 years I've lived there. Oh, no. I've left a footprint. But eléyìí tá wá gbé dání nísìn is another mission on its own. A mission that we must complete. But it will involve everybody, not just me alone. Today, I cannot do it alone. Ayuba Adebi, thank you very much. I am just one breed out of so many important breed in the Yoruba nation. Àpọ̀, ara ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn náà tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa, tẹ́ ń wò wá, tẹ́ ń fẹ́ mi bá lọ. I watched my Ẹ̀gbọ́n Pátápátá Heritage yesterday. I even missed the 8 o'clock show, and I'm going to go back and watch it. Èmi náà máa ń jókòó lọ wo program. While I'm not live, I'm also watching other programs. And kudos to Mayegun Diary. My family love Mayegun. They watch Mayegun on the big screen. Big screen, not a man with Mayegun in the living. Mayegun and Samunekwa in this house. Oh, no. You will fight to collect the TV from them. Just the same way, I'm sure some of you, your household, are fighting to get the remote control to watch me. I met one of my classmates last year on my way to Nigeria. Was it last year or the year before? Not last year, 2018. Nígbà tó pàdé mi ní airport, èmi lọ pàdé èèyàn ní airport. A lot of you used to come home. We're always been home. There's nothing at home. Wahala ni home. Anytime you go home, from the time you land at the airport, is one problem to the other. From immigration to those touts waiting for you and those elements of evil people waiting to pry. Àbíbá lọ ìwò lọ máa ń sọ. Àwọn òṣèré àwọn kan wà lẹ́pọ̀t. Àwọn dógò ni wọ́n ń wẹ̀ tó fẹ́ hijack. Wàláì. Àwọn kọ́ ló máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. Àwọn náà máa fún ẹlòmíì ní information yẹn ni. I have said it, especially diaspora. Ẹ máa ṣẹ́nu kò ní sí ìtẹ́ bá ń lọlé. Nigeria is no longer safe. Ṣé rí gbogbo à ń lọlé nísìn òun polówó ẹ fà wá sílẹ̀ ṣẹ́ra wa. I can be in Nigeria. I am in Nigeria every day. When I say I'm going to Nigeria, some of you don't understand. I am in Nigeria every blessed day. In spirit, in mind, physical. But you want to know when and so that you can see me. But those of you going home, that you don't have anything to do where they can see you now. You're just, why then do you make noise that you're heading home? Home is no longer safe. Freedom first. You see, the home that we love so much is no longer the home you left some few years back. The rate of kidnapping in Nigeria, you will be asking yourself whether we have a government at all with the rate of kidnapping. Igwe, and not as a Biafra. When you hear that word, Igwe. I remember my secondary school used to have a brother called Tunabi, Abekuta Grammar School. He's an Igbo man. He used to make Eba Igbo, yellow gari. You go there before you go into the school, you eat yellow gari. We've loved each other. It is only now the politicians started making us understand that, the war we fight between Igbo and Yoruba, and now that hatred has become something that has built in everybody. But we never understand or understood that the enemy within were the Fulani. But what they did was They buy into some Igbo people, Yoruba people, Niger Delta, make them billionaire, millionaire, give them contract. But the rest of us at the bottom line started running out of the country. The Igbo were going to Asia because that is where they understand. The Yoruba were coming to Europe because this is where we've been. The Yoruba that were traveling in the past were never living in this country. Because there's something at home waiting for them. Those of you that have completed look at his face. You came on a student visa. Have you returned back to Nigeria? There's no home. Bola Odusonya Bello. Good evening. Respect to all the media houses, from Heritage Television, Dara Talk Show, Adetokunbo Omoba, Ojasokwe, Mayegun Diary, Tenny Blog, Erelu Abike Crystal Television, David Hamilton, Concern Omo Yoruba, Citizen AY, Odua TV, and all the presenters. Babarepo. When that man speak, you will know that he has so much built-in knowledge. To Oshatola and to my beautiful sister that I always love to watch every morning, and the rest of us as well, and Bedu, and the team that are working flat-head with the risk in Nigeria, Abaikiti, Ahmed Olaleko, Yoruba Rono, and to those of you that are writing piece of articles, voice notes, Sherry Bubusheti Bubuanshi is giving the federal government of Nigeria a big headache. Lai Mohammed is looking for every ways to stop it, but he knows he cannot stop it. They can't stop the Biafra. They cannot stop the Yoruba. And every day, everybody is out saying something that Nigeria na wahala, Nigeria is not good. That means that the country cannot survive. Even if we don't do anything, that alone, Sherry, the Enuton Soro, this message coming out is a big headache for them. They can't sleep. It's you that you are thinking that there is peace in Asu Rock. Asu Rock does not have no peace. Sultan of Sokoto knows that the moment they thought they were dealing with the Biafra, they thought they could manage it. Oh, let's prescribe them as terrorist organization. When Boko Haram is moving like a snake within the country. But what they did not emphasize in 2020, that there will be some team of people pop up and start talking, focus on a Yoruba nation. That has given them confusion. Yeah, Fulani divided all of us with segregation and manipulation, but everyone is waking up. They play the game very well, the Fulani. And don't think they are not smart. I know a lot of us say, Fulani, there be people where they put cat to one hand. No. They are paying heavy price to those strategy behind them. That is why they've been able to survive till now. Whether it is the British, whether it is the Israelis, whether it is the American, whether it's the German, one person, some organizations are working. Look, they don't have to live in Nigeria. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Some of them are living very close to us in Europe. But we don't know that they are working for Hausa people or Fulani people. You are going even to their office to do cleaning job, but you don't know that's why I said everywhere you are now, just keep a close eyes, because there might be some document or information that you will be one that will give to us that will just complete this job quickly for us. But because some of us, we are looking for money. So when you go and work, you do not open your eyes like that to know the code of what is happening in that organization. You know, some people just go to work, just going out, going out. No, not somebody like me. With those jobs I've done in this country. No, no, no. I smell everywhere. I open my eyes. Especially I work in the hotel industry for a very long time. Can Nigeria survive? Is it a ship about to sink or is it sinking? Who remember Titanic? Oh yeah, somebody said you need at least 6 hours sleep. Oh yeah, yeah, you need sleep. But if I was going for a night job, you know you can do shift job. I don't do late shift every time. Yes, we need 6 hours sleep. But if I was meant to be going for a job now, I would forget about the 6 hours. It's because we are trying to keep our family to survive in Nigeria. We are the one keeping them afloat because the country does not have any structure to keep our loved ones. I don't know about people that do not have loved ones. So when people say with your uncle, your sister, your friends, do you know how many people want to reach out to you? When the moment you see hello, hello, what next? I'm just checking on you. What next? How are the family? What next? Is the weather cold? What next? What next mean? They want you to help them. Then the question we should be asking is, where is all the money they say Nigeria have? Nobody knows. Those money is in the hands of the billionaires. Where is the money? Ibo ni àwọn owó yẹn wà? Oh, Nigeria is the richest country, you know, the most populous black nation. All that is 419. That is what they were paying the international media to tell us. Oh, you don't know that it was the international media that kept on saying Nigeria is the most populous nation in the world, but they never told us that Lugard was the 419, the scammer, with conjunction with the British. But when you speak to people like the Irish, oh, no, 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 those ones know that the British are Wahala. But because we thought we were so intelligent people, we allow the foreign media to give us the information we were looking for. And those information were diluted before it got to us. So when some of us now started traveling out of the country, like we're doing now, so many people have traveled. Some 60 years, some 40 years. Akojumo, Mamawa, Ellen. We are all blaming Tinubu today, but most of us here on this show campaigned and voted APC in 2015. Oh, I love those kind of questions. I will respond to that now. Let me say something. If you campaign for something, as an example, the person is asking a question. 2015 till now, what has APC done for you? This is an interactive platform. Even the question the person asked, APC government knows that they've not done anything. All they've done is chaos, killings, insecurity, abject poverty since 2015. So when somebody say, oh, you campaigned for something in 2015. So because you campaigned for something in 2015, you must continue to support that thing in 2020, 5 years down the line. Have your life been better? Let me show you something. You know, we have statistics. So let's go to the map that will tell us how best we have been since APC, that the person says, but people voted and campaigned for him. And I'm sure you want to see my face as well. So let me put on my camera right now. Remember, I'm responding to, oh, this is not a fight. Don't get it wrong. It's a comment by someone, and we need to respond to that comment. and I appreciate the individual. Mofitawoto King Mama Wayemi for looking all the way from your base. Oyetola Kabiru, good morning to you. Who else is there? Lola De Zakaria. Volume, please. It's very late in the morning, so you might have to plug in your earpiece so that you can hear me. I can't go more than this voice. It's very, very late in the early hours. Mamawa, Adiola, Ejema Binu. And Toba Bomi Dada. Okay, maybe I should put some water within my throat to clear the airways. We might be late here, so I'm sure you might have to be prepared. I'm going to tell you, go back to that question. Somebody said, well, you all campaigned for APC in 2015. So if you campaigned for APC in 2015, and 5 years down the line, Ojuo Tila, that APC as well is 419, that government, okay, the APC that you say you campaigned for, is that the same Buhari, that campaign that you have there now, dead or alive, in terms of his reaction, whether it's dementially mad, whether it's dementially gone, whether he's an imposter? Is that the active Buhari before that election? I'm again asking everybody. Mamawa Omolara Sunshine, a beautiful good morning to you and my mother. Babawa Michael Ogutoyibo, you're still awake. Badmos Abiodun Bolaji, oh, good evening. I know those of you in Canada, you're already in the evening in America. And this is why we do it for you as well. Somebody say you must always share. It is important that we share the broadcast. Now, let me respond quickly whether our life has been better. No, let's leave Yoruba Nation now and all that. Should life what is better since APC has been in this government? Have our life become better? Let's find out first from the same source that is much better than Koikimedia. This, all right, let me move my camera because this is the world map for the country that has, poverty level. So let's now go into it. So I'm going to type in Nigeria. This is Nigeria. And I don't want my camera to block anything. So let me make sure. Okay, my camera is very good where it is. Can everybody see where we are now? Can everybody see the camera? Thank you very much. 5 years that APC came. Oh, you just thought Nigeria should have been broken into pieces in 2015. Okay, that's still fine. Even if it's that question, it doesn't matter. I'm not, look, this is an interactive platform. I don't point finger at anybody. All I say is, we are interacting. This is not like Mohammed on the show that say, no, don't allow that pot to come in. No, we are just analyzing, explaining, and that way, they will understand that it's not because we hate the country. There's no country. Nigeria, as we know, was 419. Yes, the country should have broke up before 2015. But some of us as well, not because we are biased, not because we don't have the knowledge that the country was going into flame before, but we thought maybe something would change. From the media angle, we will just do our job. We will bring out any. Look, I interviewed Showore. I did an interview with Showore before the 2019 election. We gave them opportunity. We didn't get paid for that. I interviewed Feladi Rotoye. I interviewed, who remember that girl, Eunice. Eunice Lonje, one of the female presidential contestants. She was on my radio show. And none of them will ever say we collected one dime from them. Do you know how much it is to be on the radio? Even when I went to Nigeria, they wanted to charge me to come on the radio, just to come and speak for half an hour. It's about 30,000 naira, somewhere around there. Media is not cheap. But a media that does not want to become corrupt, they will definitely not like you because they want you to sing their praises. Most of these politicians cannot answer simple question. Where did you get the money from? What job have you done to acquire the kind of wealth you have? They are returning 60 million pounds of money stolen, Ibori. That means those money should have helped the region and the state. But do you know what Ibori did? He was moving the money out of that country to this same country as a safe haven. He had so much money that he was buying house for his girlfriend. But let's now go back to this map. And this is the world map. Once again, a very good morning to those of you that have joined us. Let's refresh and let's come back again. Nigeria. This is Nigeria. Right? This is Nigeria. Total population 204 million. People living in extreme poverty 87 million on the average of $1.9, not even up to $2. Female 44 million, 43 million, male 44 million. And I want to go back a little bit. Since this government came to power, and this is 2020 statistics, but I'm going to push it back to give and take 2018 or 2017, 2 years after this government came to power. 71 million people, the total number of people living in extreme poverty. A very good morning to you, Mamawa Omotoke Obuniyi Olaniyi. Good morning to you. Kayode Ajibade, good morning. Welcome to the program. Obatemi Black, Adekonya Olanrewaju, Joseph Anu, Mamawa Abosede, Dorcas Kazim, Mofito Wotowoki Guboyi. Now, this is what we know. In 2017, 71 million Nigerians were people living in extreme poverty, less than $2. Let's look at 2018. The number popped up again. 73 million people living using the word extreme poverty. And when something is extreme, it is a big problem. Sakina Abiola, good morning to you. Yeah, it's a late night broadcast. We do this once in a while. Yes, definitely. It's surprising me awake by this time of the morning. Now, let's move forward. 2019, the number popped up again. You would expect a government to reduce the poverty of that country. But do you know what? We were literally pushing up. So that means APC government was creating more poverty than what they met when they came into power. APC government. Yeah, some concerned Yoruba feel this is an attempt to block Tinubu from becoming the president. Tinubu cannot be the president. It's a waste of time. Yeah, I understand. Some people think, oh, maybe calling the Yoruba nation now is the wrong timing and all that. It's all bollocks. Bollocks. Nigeria is run under the oligarchy of the Fulani Caliphate, and they have a hidden agenda. So Tinubu knows that as well. So in 2019, 77 million Nigerians. And these are real statistics that we cannot joke with. Real statistics. And these are statistics created by international bodies, not Wikimedia. So when you see statistics like these, it means a lot. So you can now see why the diaspora are the one funding most of these people, because the government is not there. We don't have a government. Good morning, brother, from location 419. Kind of location confusion. Can you see this? So this is the damage that APC government that promised next level have done to those of you at home. So rather than reducing the poverty rate in the country, it was literally going up. Let's go back one step again to 2016. This is the data of 2016, right? The country poverty rate then was 70 million. Total number of people living in extreme poverty. It doesn't matter where. Look, a Yoruba man becomes the president. Okay, you have a Yoruba vice president. What's the essence of Yoruba vice president? All those things were at 419. You see, when people say we have a Yoruba vice president, where is Osibajo? Baba Gosimi. They've locked him in. Like, was it somebody that called the show and said the only thing Osibajo can do now is, or maybe I was listening to it from somebody else's program, that Osibajo should resign and he will be the first vice president, to go into that direction. Let him resign, but as long as he's still part of the government, nothing will change. It doesn't matter if they bring the best brain, a Yoruba man, to become the president of Nigeria. They will still be running under the caliphate of the Fulani agenda. Obasanjo that had so much weight, he could not do anything, even though he had opportunity to have changed, the direction. So if Obasanjo, the man that was a military guy, and he has been with them for a very long time, Obasanjo has been in the game. That's why people say, oh, let's use Obasanjo, let's go and play with him and all those nonsense. Whether Obasanjo goes along with the Yoruba nation or not, it will eventually pass on and the Yoruba nation will become a reality. It's as simple as that. Because he has influence within the international community. It doesn't make any difference whether he agrees with the Yoruba nation or not. He's in his old age, he's still keeping one Nigeria at the age of 83. You think this man, you think another 20 years. Obasanjo cannot be the same Obasanjo in another 20 years from now. He'll probably be in 103. Let God spare his life and give him a better life. All these ones are only after their own, these people like these, people say, oh, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ bẹ̀ Ọbásanjọ́ now. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ bẹ̀ Ọbásanjọ́ kó lè bá wa bá America sọ̀rọ̀ àti Germany. Nígbà tó wà níbẹ̀ kí ló rí ṣe? When he was the president, kí ló rí ṣe? If he was truly to change the direction, he could not change the direction because he was under the Fulani Caliphate. That's what you guys don't understand. Obasanjo was more powerful than any Yoruba person that can become the president now. But they lock him in. So when people say, oh, yeah, Obasanjo has a lot of weight, I just laugh sometimes when I hear those kind of, I think it was somewhere I was also listening to somebody was saying Obasanjo, Obasanjo. So Obasanjo, Baba yan mọ̀ pé the direction we should be going now is we should come out of Nigeria. Ṣé Obasanjo rò pé Nigeria máa survive ni? Tí kò bá survive lórí, á survive lẹ́yìn ẹ̀, kọ́nú méjèèjì ni. Obasanjo. Yeah, you're right. All these military guys have sworn allegiance with themselves. So I just laugh when he was say, Obasanjo, because he has so much weight around the international community. Oh, my follow here ni. Obasanjo kọ́, Obasanjo ni. Obasanjo ni wájú ilé bàbá ẹ̀. All these guys that you all think that you know very well. And tó tún street àdúgbò ẹ̀ ṣe níbi tí ibi tó sọ pé ilé bàbá ẹ̀. I was in his hometown. Obasanjo kọ́, Obasanjo ni. Gave influence to few people and turned them to become billionaire and millionaire overnight with no job, nothing. We award contract to one big man. In return, he will be getting some commission underneath as under either proxies or whatever. Oh, he's well respected around the world. That's what you think. We love fooling ourselves as people, especially our Yoruba. They are all evil. Evil man. Èló ló ní kó tó di president. Èló ló ní. Wọ́n kó gbogbo nǹkan ìlú, wọ́n kó sábẹ́ wọn. Wọ́n ní kó lọ bẹ Ọbásanjọ́. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n ò jẹ́ sọ pé kẹ́ lọ bẹ Ọbásanjọ́. Àwọn ọmọ Ọbásanjọ́ gbogbo ò lè wá. Ever sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Èmi ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní kó respect àwọn bàbá àgàn, àwọn bàbá kan, àwọn bàbá òṣìwò. Àwọn bàbá tó mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ kan wà lẹ́yìn tí yà ń jẹ. Àwọn bàbá tó mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ kan wà lẹ́yìn tí yà ń jẹ. Kó má ká kúrò fún gbogbo àwọn bàbá náà. Àwọn bàbá játijàti. Ẹ mọye Yorùbá tó ń jìyà ní ìlú ẹ̀gàn tó jẹ́ Ogun State. Do you know how many Yoruba people are suffering? Nìkan lọ bẹ Ọbásanjọ́. Ọbásanjọ́ kọ́, Orísanjọ́ ni. That is part of the lies they told us all the time. That somebody is there. No. Only the creator, whether you are believing Jesus, Muhammad, or Onisheshi, that is the only person that we should put our faith in. You go and put your faith in any of these old ragged man that does not have any hope or anything at all. And love Obasanjo. You see them moving from one end. I saw him the other day with Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò and I think Pa Adébánjọ. Gbogbo àwọn bàbá tó yẹ kó ti ṣiṣẹ́ fún wa tán délẹ̀. Iṣẹ́ ìlàwà ṣé wàá ṣe gbèbí ṣe. I am sitting here at the early hours of 3 o'clock in the morning shouting for one Yoruba nation. So àwọn eléyìí ò mọ̀ pé Nigeria fraud ní Nigeria. So Obasanjo never know that Nigeria is a fraud. So ẹ̀yin ṣe rò pé Nigeria ní sí èyí táwa ṣe mọ̀ ní sẹ́ fi pé àwọn eléyìí ò mọ̀ pé Nigeria is a fraud. Yeah, he couldn't have done anything. That's why I say. So if somebody say, oh, because we are fighting now for Yoruba nation is to stop another Yoruba person to become the president. Obasanjo was the strongest among any other person that will come. And tó bá tún jẹ́ ẹni tó tún strong with you, tó padànù was the late chief MK Abiola. MK Abiola would have been another individual that would have taken that strong, connection. Ó bá wọn jẹ́, ó bá wọn mu ni, wọ́n yanjú ẹ̀ dànù ni, wọ́n yankí ẹ̀ dànù. MK Abiola kọ́lọ̀ fọ́run kẹ kó pàṣíṣẹ́ rẹ̀ wọ́n ti ṣe oríṣiríṣi ibi. MK Abiola would have been another person tí kò bá ní strong connection pé ẹni tó ní fọ́n tó lẹ́kàn náà. Ẹ mọ̀ MK Abiola ni MK Abiola. Ó bá wọn jẹ́, ó bá wọn mu, ó fẹ́yàwó níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ó yanjú ẹ̀ dànù ni. Because they know that he's a Yoruba man with so much intelligence. And go to, I think he finished Glasgow University, Kolulo. Go and see his record. He's a brilliant guy. But they stopped him. The Fulani Caliphate. The Fulani Caliphate stopped MK Abiola because they know that in Toba lọ fi jẹ́ kí Abiola lọ di president. Adam Konru. Because he knows so much. Just like, again, this Yoruba girl that I'm sure a lot of us know, Arotile, was also killed. What does Arotile know? She knows something that we don't know. So the Fulani knows that anyone that have so much information that will destroy them, they will do everything to take them out of this world. They will, look, the Fulani will spend their last money. Oh, you don't know. I explained that to you before. That BUHARI, what's that guy's name again? Umaru Diko. BUHARI did everything, wanted to bring this guy back to Nigeria, Umaru Diko. If not, his English secretary that saved him. Umaru Diko would have been, I'm not saying he's a clean guy as well, they're all 419. Yes, Samuel says all of them were the first set of military officers after Location 9 contraction. Nigeria got so-called independent. They all conspired to loot and drag others to mob. Their children are overseas and they accumulated ill-gotten wealth for themselves. Thieves. Say Obasanjo, say respect. Yoruba people make una respect elders. Elders that do not respect us. Elders that slept there, and we went into abject poverty as Yoruba people, as Nigerians, and they never could have done something different. Let's watch this video.
Gbogbo ẹ̀yin wa l'Amẹ́ríkà ẹ kú oríire abayin dùnnú abayin yọ̀ abayin dùnnú abayin yọ̀ Mọ́sà wọlá báwa náà ṣe ń bá yín dùnnú yìí kọ́lọ̀ ń wọlá bá ṣe ń bọ́ lórí ire yín yọ̀ yìí kó ṣàánú àwa náà Nàìjíríà àwa tá a yarí pé àwọn ó ṣàdúró Nàìjíríà ni kó ṣàánú àwa náà bó ṣe ṣàánú ẹ̀yin náà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n tó gbé ìbànújẹ́ yín lọ tó fi dùnnú rọ́pò tó gbé nira lọ tó fi rọrùn rọ́pò kó dákun kó sí àwa náà bẹ́ẹ̀ Nàìjíríà kó ṣàánú àwa náà Nàìjíríà kó lọ́hùn síjú àánú wò wá torí kò rọgbọ́n lẹ̀ yìí kò bẹ́sikẹ́ lẹ̀ yìí rárá kò jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù rárá fún wa à ń fi wèrè pọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀ kí nǹkan tó yanjú ni kò fẹ́ yanjú ìyáṣà lóhùn fẹ́ máa jẹ wá ni àwa là ń yarí mọ́yà lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó lóhùn fẹ́ fi wálẹ̀ kọ́lọ́hùn kó dákun bó ṣe ṣe tẹ̀yìn náà rọrùn kó ṣe tiwa náà rọrùn ẹni tí olórí tó bá ti lówó ní mú dẹ́kun wá kọ́lọ̀ ń bá wa lé kúò kó gbẹ́ lómi wọlé ẹni tó bá ti lórí ibú lòun ò mọ̀ ṣe kọ́lọ̀ yọ ọ́ kúò kó fọ lórí ire rọ́pò ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà àwọ̀kọ́ ni ti bí kìí sọ̀rọ̀ Black Lives Matter làwọn ń fèsì bí èyí táwọn ń fèsì bí gẹ́gẹ́ òun náà ni wípé eríire wa ó má tà ìdùnnú wa ó má tà ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ wa má tà ìjà yún ló lágbára jù ó ju Black Lives Matter lọ racism àwọn ọ̀gá tiwa ńlẹ̀ yìí ó yà wèrè ó kọjá 100%. Ọlọ́run ti ṣe Joseph wa Nàìjà Ọlọ́run nìkan kọ́ mọ́ àníkàrà náà láníyàn pé ayọ̀ olórí búkú àgbò lórí ire sí káwá gbé síwájú Ọlọ́run báwọn kò rọ́gbọ̀ ìbàjẹ́ sí Nàìjíríà ní ìbàjẹ́ fún wa sí Nàìjíríà ni Nàìjíríà ń bàjẹ́ sí ni ìbàjẹ́ sí ni àwọn ẹ̀dẹ́ àwọn ìlú alẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ́ ọmọ Nàìjà ń sá lọ South Africa nígbà tẹ́ni tí ò bá rí bí fò lọ US ń sá lọ South Africa ń sá lọ Ghana lẹ́lẹ́ bí àwọn tá à ń ṣe Ghana must go now Nigeria must go ní Ghana báyìí àwọn náà ti prepare Nigeria must go Kútọ̀nù lẹ́lẹ́ bí ìwọ̀n ìmúná lọ ń bẹ̀ àyà mi ẹ̀ já bẹ́ẹ̀ sá lọ bẹ̀ ta lè ṣe wá sí àyà mi ò já pé wọ́n fẹ́ múná lọ bí fóònù bá ti kọjá 100% yà yìí ẹ̀mí ò máa dún lólóló ní bọ́n fún wa náà nílẹ̀ yìí ní Nàìjíríà yìí iná wa ń lo 24 hours àyà wa gún máa já pé ṣé èsè náà 24 hours yìí àfi jìyà ogún ọdún ni òsì tí wọ́n fẹ́ mọ́ wa lá bí iná bá ti pẹ́ jù ní sí èrí máa ń fọ́ mi ni pé wọ́n múná lọ èrí ò mọ̀ fún alẹ́ iṣẹ́ àpáná iná kọ́lọ̀ ń dákun ó tẹ̀ dìbà kan àwọn máa fi tájà kọ́rùn kìíní kò sí tó lọ́gbọ́n Nàìjíríà bó o kàwé bó bá ṣe kàwé tó Nàìjà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òsì rẹ̀ ó ṣe pọ̀ sí gbogbo àwọn tá à ń survive àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ọ̀dọ́ 98% ọ̀dọ́ tó survive á survive lọ́wọ́ ara wa ni á survive lọ́wọ́ ara wa ni á jókòó ti dìgírì ọ̀dọ́ tó bá jókòó ti dìgírì Nàìjíríà gìrì òsì yóò padà gbé ni gìrì òsì yóò padà gbé níyàwó ni ọlọ́mọ́sàwọ́lá bọ́lá ń ṣe ń ṣèdẹ̀kùn yín ẹ̀yin US ó ṣe sọ́ dé rọrùn báyìí tó gbé bànújẹ́ yín kò tó gbé dùnú wọlé ọlọ́mọ́sà ṣe tiwa náà bẹ́ẹ̀ kò rọ́gbọ́ àwa náà ní sákúò ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ sá lọ àblémù yín ibi tó.
Now, the question is, for how long should we continue to hold on when the lives of everybody, let's leave the sentiment of even the Yoruba alone now. Everybody is feeling the pain. And the pain is what is now becoming OTDEGBEOKON for so many people. You don't know, some people have become where their heart is no longer at rest just because of their loved ones at home. Some people are working hard every day. We are now overusing the body to make sure that we make life comfortable, either to make exit for our loved ones, or we continue to make sure that we give them enough to keep them afloat so that they are not in that bracket that I just showed you earlier. This bracket of those people in extreme abject poverty. And this is 2020 statistics. 87 million Nigerians, the total number of people living in extreme abject poverty. Let me now show you the reason why the country cannot survive. Let's go to another. I'll come back to that video. Let me show you this guy. This is a talent. A Yoruba man, raw talent, but no help in that shit old country called Nigeria. This, somebody to assemble, but because we don't have a government, individual was speaking here. Let's go back to me.
oníkálukú ọba wa dẹkùn sí ni ọlọ́run tó dára kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fẹ́ ni wá fún wa náà yuridu Allahu bikumul yusra wala yuridu bikumul usra ọlọ́run fẹ́ ni ẹ̀yin aṣáájú wa ẹ̀yin tọ́lọ̀ ń gbé ẹsẹ̀ lẹ fẹ́ pa wá ẹsẹ̀ ní ìbànújẹ́ wa lẹ́fẹ́ 2023 fẹ́ dé ó fẹ́ dé 2023 fẹ́ dé gbogbo nǹkan ló wọ̀nyí bẹ́ẹ̀ bá tiẹ̀ lè ṣe dẹkùn ibi tẹ́ ẹ bá Nàìjíríà ẹ fi ilẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ eye táwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ fi ilẹ̀ eye táwọn aráàlú ẹ fi ilẹ̀ eye táwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kò nǹkan wá gbówó lérí ẹ sì ń gba lónù kiri ẹ ń gba lónù lọ́tún lónù ló sì gbogbo gbà lónù ẹ fẹ́ ṣe ẹran lónù ẹ fẹ́ ṣe fáàmù lónù ọlọ́mọdé padà fò gbogbo àtàbẹ̀ Nàìjíríà gba lónù ọlọ́mọdé padà fi kádàrà wa gba lónù torí kò tiẹ̀ yé wa nígbà o 2023 fẹ́ dé ó fẹ́ dé ibẹ̀ ń gẹ́gẹ́ láti sọ̀rọ̀ sókè.
Now, when we say 2023, a lot of you might not understand. Let's watch this other video as well. Once again, a very good morning to those of you that have joined us. Let's watch. Now, before I play that video, this is Nigeria in 2020, and this picture was taken in Ibadan yesterday. Can you see the vehicle? Do you know that it's disaster waiting to happen? And this is in a Yoruba land. And majority of the people I'm going to be showing you are people that have a bit of disability challenge. Good morning to those of you on Instagram. This is Ibadan Secretariat. They were protesting today for not giving them the equal right of numbers of people for a particular job location or something of such. As you can see, this is Nigeria. This is what we do with our disabled people. This is how we treat those with disability challenge. That boss is probably older than Obasanjo. Let me show you that boss again. Now, how can you compare these? Let me leave Obasanjo alone there. Let's come there. Let's show you London boss. This is the London boss in 20. Now I need an image. Let's go to image. This is the current London bosses. Can you compare that to Yoruba land, London, Europe, Nigeria buses, transportation? Can you see the difference? Good morning, Kaso Baba. Can you see the difference? Now, do you know that people in this public transport have every reason to have an accident? But do you know what they will do? They will pray to God not to allow them to have accident, but they neglect the vehicle and how that vehicle looks like. So rather than complain to the government that they must provide, and for you to now change this vehicle, what are the basic things that needs to be done? The governor, for example, can make sure that this young boy that I showed you earlier, let's leave this one alone. Remember, I was showing you that young boy. Maybe they could have called that young boy and said, look, you have a raw talent. This talent, let us convert it to energy where you can maybe, do one vehicle for us. We see how it goes and we start changing all these racketeer vehicle that we have in Ibadan. But they're not interested in that. And this is where the problem is. That is a raw talent waiting for support. But do you think he's going to get the support in location 419? Do you think that the young boy I showed you earlier will have that support? Because even Kato going to build with the little resources he have, I'm sure is much better than this 419 vehicle. That's the talent.
So for now, I need assistance from the government. And one, I want the government to find people like me so we can come together as one. And two, I need exposure. I need to learn more about this thing. And I'm promising you, with all these things that I needed, Nigeria will be the best place for car production, whereby we can be exporting cars to overseas. So, as you can see the car, I brought the car here. So, I just needed some money to finish the touching. Like I said, I need to cover. It makes sense, eh? It makes sense, eh?
Now, look at the vehicle. Even though, forget about, everything you're looking at. Now compare that with this one. Compare this raw Compare this raw talent with this Ricketa vehicle. Can you see this vehicle? Can you see the vehicle? In 2020. And look at that. This is bus 12. And look at that. And this Ibadan, Oyo State, we had the first television before France. You will have expected us to have close to that. Yeah, and none of their children have raw talent like the youth. You're right. And this is a raw talent. Raw talent. Don't worry about the way it looks. If the guy has got more money, this guy would have done more, far, far better. If only he's given the opportunity, maybe travel to Japan for 1 year, 2 years, go and learn one or two things. By the time he comes back, this guy will be building something much better. Raw talent, but it's in Nigeria. Can you see? If the young boy can do this, I'm sure they can improve this. Let's now move forward. This is how we treat our disabled Nigerians. And I'm sure these ones still believe in one Nigeria. They believe in one Nigeria. Let's look at how people with disability are treated here in the UK. Disability, UK. Person with these, they go to school. Disability and Special Need, British Council. They make life easy for them. They have equal rights. They are not subjected to bullying. They give them roles in government places. But it is the other way around in Nigeria. And this is how we treat our own. This is how we treat people with disability as against those in UK. Let's say again, disabled job seekers still face barriers to public sector. Disabled job seekers still faces barriers to public sector. And this was an article on the 3rd of December. Although the COVID-19 pandemic has broken down numerous barriers that often stop disabled people finding work, there's still a way to go until the public bodies are truly inclusive of people with it. So even though they are giving them so much, but they are still complaining. Disabled employees, the benefit of broadened recruitment. But compared to that, and until a Yoruba nation can look into all this problem. The governor is not interested. This one was in Ibadan as well. This talent that you're looking at there, the raw talent. Once again, a very good morning to those of you that have joined us. Let's now watch this.
I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki, and I've been doing a series of talks concerning Nigeria PLC. I assume that Nigeria is a company. Nigeria is an investment. Nigeria is an investment. And I'm talking to the managers and the administrators of this country. I want to talk about insight. In psychiatry, one of the easiest ways to know whether a mad patient, a psychiatric patient, is likely to get well and take his or her medication is insight. I will illustrate insight with one little story. Two madmen were eating eba made from cassava at Obaho. Obaho is a street in Warri. And the eba fell into the gutter, greenish gutter then. And one of the madmen picked the eba and ate it from the gutter. And the other madman looked at him scornfully and said, two of us dey crazy, but your own strong. Your own strong, oh. That means he has inside that two of them are mad. But that this one is madder, if there's a word like that, than himself. That one that knows the other one is madder than himself will get well quickly. There's something that amazes me in this country. Our leaders don't have a sense of shame, don't have an insight to the kind of embarrassment they are bringing to the nation and to the children of this nation, our youths. How come Nigeria is going to import petroleum products from Niger? Who gave Niger crude oil? Even if they have crude oil. Who built the refinery? Even if they build the refinery. How come our refineries are not functional? It is Niger that we are going to import petroleum products from. Are we not ashamed of ourselves? Don't we have a sense of decency? Don't we have a sense of responsibility that we need to go and import petroleum products from Niger? Those so-called elite in this country that are very rich, must we wait for Dangote's refinery? I'm sure it's a modular refinery that is producing that oil. I mean, the petroleum products that we're going to import. How come our refineries are not functional, but we pay salaries? We pay salaries. When Atiku said he wanted to privatize them, people shouted. How come NNPC is not making profit, but they are losing money? The other thing that blew my head, how come we are budgeting for house rent for Aso Rock? Who owns Aso Rock? Where our president lives? Who owns it? They should let us know. Is it the company that built it that owns it? Are we leasing our presidential palace from somebody? Hope somebody has not sold Nigeria to one group of people. And we will soon start paying rent to that company, to that person. I hope we have not sold this country to China. I hope we are not tenants in our own country, because the way they are treating us is as if we are tenants in our own country and we are owing rent. Somebody needs to explain some things to people like us. How come we need to pay rent in our presidential palace, our own country, the place where our president lives? Who are we paying the rent to? If we know they shame, we they shame. People say our mumu don't do. But una shame, don't they shame for una shame. That you pay rent for your presidential palace. To who? Please explain, that you have to import petroleum products from Niger. And you have refinery Warri, LMA, they are not functional. You have in Kaduna. Something is wrong with your brains. If una know they shame, with the shame for now, even shame, don't they shame for now. God will bless Nigeria. But some of you, I don't know what will happen to you. I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I am angry at what I am seeing, and I'm ashamed at what I'm hearing and seeing in this country. I will come your way again. We'll still talk about Nigeria PLC. God.
Nigeria PLC. Earlier on, I told you that the price of the petrol might popped up. While I was playing that video, I picked up the news. These are few things that a lot of you will now say why Nigerians continue to go into extreme people with poverty. I'll show you in just a few minutes. Once again, a very good morning to those of you that are still awake with us today. My name is Olayomi Koiki, and our job is to tell you more reason why Nigeria. So if somebody say Nigeria go better, can you please ask them when? If they say Nigeria go better, when? Maybe we should ask those that still believe in one Nigeria. These are the same thing they've told our parents, their own grandparents, their own, our parents, their own parent, their own parent, their own parent. How many generations in your own family they've been telling you this question that we don't have an answer to? Nigeria go better. But rather than Nigeria to better, do you know what is going to happen? Your life continue to be mortgaged, just like this headline. Petrol price may hit 180 naira as oil nears $50. The same thing that the man in the video say, Niger that does not have crude oil, we are now going to be bringing finished products. But do you know what they want us to do? The diaspora will continue to fund those at home and the Fulani agenda, because for every time we send money home, we are also helping the economy of the country. The diaspora sent home nothing less than $18 billion. That's a huge amount of money. So that means for every dollar you are working in outside Nigeria, we are the one funding the country. How much have you sent home at the beginning of this year till date? Just take a paper, write it down, calculate it, and ask yourself, if truly, this country that I've showed you there says it go better in the last January. Don't even go as far back as last year. Multiply the total money you have sent home from January till now and what you still expect to send before Christmas for your loved ones. And you ask yourself, do you necessarily need to have sent that money if Nigeria was better? Do you necessarily have to have sent money if the country was working? So why is the reason why you are sending money to your loved ones? Have you asked yourself? Education, security, welfare, healthcare. What is the reason why? Oh, you're building a house. Is there security around the house? Let's come out first from this scene. Do you know that it has got to a stage that people at home are ready to take anything to get money from you? your one Nigeria. A teenager fakes own kidnap with a lover and demand 30 million naira from family. Welcome to the new Nigeria. And look at their faces. Do you know what teenagers in UK do? They have access to what they call benefit. And they call it child benefit. It is the child benefit that they get that enables them to save money and buy, maybe sometimes their parents will add one or two to eat. But every child in UK is entitled to child benefit. I'm not condoning the crime that they've done. But now let's come back to these bracket of extreme people in abject poverty. But before I go there, let me ask us again. Let me see if they have their age there so that I don't have to ask you. Okay, we have an age. The police also arrested an accomplice, Precious Chuku, 22, whose phone was reportedly used to negotiate with Ophia's family. The State Commissioner of Police, Akim Odumusu, while parading the suspect at the command headquarters on Monday, said the principal suspect, Ife Siniche, was at large. Odumusu said this is a case of conspiracy and a state kidnapping, and the man at the center of this case, who happened to be a Uber driver, is still at large. We are going after him because he conspired with one of these two ladies, Ophia, who fake her kidnap. He cleverly used the phone of another girlfriend, Precious, to contact Ophia's family, informing them that their daughter had been kidnapped. He requested 30 million naira from Ophia's family to get her freed, and during negotiation, which involved the police, they settled for 700,000 naira. While the money was being dropped, we took action and in the process arrested Ophia and Precious. Speaking with Punch, Ophia said she joked about the kidnap with Ifechi, adding that she was surprised he took it seriously. I'm just trying to find their age. I can't say the age there. Okay, now that's their age. The police paraded the street cultists. Okay, these are another one. Ismail Fatai, a 23-year-old cultist, Sharif Aruna, a 22, and Dare Gabriel, 26, for alleged terrorizing residents in different parts of Lagos. This is what they've turned our teenagers into. Welcome to the new Nigeria. Now, I can't find an age bracket here, but give and take, these are less than 23. Let's come to this bracket and let's go first with the female. And I'm going to use age bracket from around 20 to 24. So we have 3.5 million female that are living in less than $1.9. Female in the age range living in extreme poverty. Now, let's come here. UK child benefit amount. If Nigeria was working, this is what these children should be getting every week. If a family split up, you can get up to £21 every week for your eldest child. If you have two children and one stays with you and the other stays with your ex-partner, you will get £21.05 a week for each of the child. If you both claim for the same child, only one of you will get the child benefit for them. If you have other children who are entitled to child benefit, you will get £13.95 for each. I'm not condoning the crime that these teenagers have committed, but the question I'm asking at the early hours of this morning is, what has the government provided for these teenagers? Now you're looking there. There is crime here in UK. But have the government provided anything for them? And this is the bracket for this female, 3.5 million between the age of 20 and 24, people living in extreme poverty. And this is what you get if you have a child here in UK. How and when child benefit is paid? A child benefit is usually paid every 4 weeks, either on a Monday or Tuesday. You can have the money paid weekly if you're a single parent or getting certain other benefits such as income support. You can get the money paid into any account apart from the nationwide cash builder account in someone else's name. You can only get the money paid into one account. If you or your partner is now making over £50,000, individual income is over 50,000, you may be taxed on the benefit. This is known as the high income child benefit tax charges. Because the government knows that there are some people that makes a lot of money, while some do not make a lot of money. And all these can be done right inside your house. You don't need to know any councillor. You don't need to sleep with any chairman. You don't need any political party to tell you to come to the hotel to sleep with you before you get this child benefit. Imagine if they were doing child benefit in any of the 774 local government. You know how many girls will have been sleep with? They will have been sleeping with them every day before they give them access to a child benefit. All I need to do is go onto the website and then you start the process. How many child do you have? I'm going to put 4 as an example. Which tax year are you claiming for? 20 to 22. Are you claiming for only a part of the tax year for any year of the children? Yes. How many children do you want to claim only a part of the tax year? We say 1. And it goes on and on. Easy question until you get to where you will be able to be told how much you will be earning. This website gives you everything you need on the government, from benefit, disabled people, money and tax, passport, travel and living abroad, visa and immigration, education and learning, driving and transport, birth, death, marriage, business and self-employed, childcare and parental, citizenship and living in UK, employment and countryside, crime, justice and law, housing and local services. Everything you need to know. And the BRICS exit transition as well. Everything. You can find a job. You can log into student finance. Do you know that our children have been at home for the last 8 months? And the question they will say is, if they tell you Nigeria go better, let us ask them when. How soon is Nigeria going to be a better place? Is it after we have more people, faking the kidnap so that they can get money from their family? Or is it when the country that has so much crude oil, the citizen are now the one feeling the pinch, while those cronies are becoming richer every day? When is Nigeria going to be a better place? That is a question for yourself. That is what you should be asking. Again, that is the bracket for the family that have children in Nigeria and they are female. If you're not sending money home, that means your family is not in this bracket. I mean, if you're sending money home, your family are not in that bracket. But the moment you stop sending money home, your family will also be in that bracket. Should we continue with Nigeria, or is it time to say to Nigeria that enough is enough? Let me show you something again, but let me come out from this same force again. You love Nigeria so much, but does Nigeria care about you? Does Nigeria give you peace of mind? Let me show you. Do you have peace of mind in Nigeria? Bear with me. Once again, a very good morning and welcome to the program. It's a late night show where we share more information and reason why Nigeria should come into a total halt. A lot of you say Nigeria is safe. Is that what you say all the time? It's a safe country. We can manage it. We can turn it around. Can we turn Nigeria around? Let us see this next headline. This is the country you love so much. Whether you are children, whether you are adults, no one is safe anymore. Good night to you as well. God bless you. It's time to end Nigeria. We must end it. We're going to bring the show to an end at exactly 4 o'clock. So we're just about 12 minutes away as well. Who want us to keep Nigeria so that more crime can be committed against humanity? Nigeria is not going to work. It does not matter whatever anybody tells you. It is not designed to work. We can end it peacefully by creating more awareness for our loved ones at home. How many of you are telling your loved ones about the Yoruba nation, or you've just kept mute? You're sending them money, but they are not aware that you have the intention to break up the country, or the country will never work because you are sending them money. They are not interested. They just want to keep on Nigeria. Are you in that bracket that your loved ones that you are sending money to still believe in one Nigeria, even though ẹ̀yin lẹ ń send owó sí wọn, ẹ̀yin lẹ ń fowó ránṣẹ́ sí wọn, àmọ́ wọ́n believe in one Nigeria? How many of you engage your children in diaspora that Nigeria is a fraud and you cannot do the same mistake of the lies that you were told? Are you engaging your children, especially those of us outside the country, or you are shy to tell them that Nigeria that you have been telling them is no longer a country? How many of you are bold enough to sit your children down and say, Nigeria is not a country, it's just a geographical expression, even though some of them do not even have Nigerian passport anyway? How many of you? Or you're also fooling your children that one day it will get better. I know some of your children love all these music. Is that something to gauge Nigeria with? Oh, because some of the artists are brand names, does that reflect every Nigerian at home? We will not stop bringing the government and showing you more reason why we're asking for a total dissolution out of the country called Nigeria. The lives of those at home has been mortgaged. This is another headline. Isba police is a terrorist in disguise without arms. They are the junior brother of Boko Haram and ISWAP. The replica here is the federal government claiming disbanding SARS. Another SARS in another form will still be reinstated if Nigeria continue to exist. Why must we keep Nigeria? For who are we keeping Nigeria? For the Fulani agenda. The time now is 3:52 a.m. the 8th of December 2020. History will remember everybody. You might say it does not concern you. One day, you will go to Nigeria and you will be the next victim. Let's read a little bit from this article that came out yesterday on the Punch newspaper. About 2 weeks after being kidnapped by the gunmen, 5 children of the chairman of the Yoruba community in Kuje Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, have not been seen, Pan Afenifere community has said. 5 children that should have been protected by the country, protected by the Federal Capital Territory, protected by the agency of the government, protected by the DSS, by the army, but yet they've allowed kidnappers to take away 5 children, 5 innocent children. We don't know where these children are. According to the chairman of Elders Council of Yoruba Community in Abuja, Wale Adesina, led the organization to a protest in Abuja on Saturday, but did not disclose the names of the victims to journalists. Good evening to you, my sister. According to him, organizations had reported to the police and would donate money. Did you hear this? The organizations have reported to the police and they are ready to donate money to assist the distracted family of the victims in whatever capacity they could. He said plans had reached advanced stage to fortify the organization in Abuja by coming up with a constitution, electing executive committee to pilot the affairs of the family. 5 family, children, innocent children, kidnapped for the last 2 weeks in Abuja, that is meant to be the sitting power of the government of APC. The question then is, who is the next person to be kidnapped? Petrol will go up from 160 to about 180. This is not about APC PDP. Nigeria is a total chaos and we must put a full stop to save lives. It might mean nothing to you what we do. Those at home that still clamoring for one new Nigeria, they don't have a clue that Nigeria is a devilish country that is about to take them away. If Tolulope Arotile, that the government should have given adequate security for the nature of the job she does, it was the same government that killed her. The first helicopter combat pilot in the history of the Navy, in the history of the country. But she was just killed like that. So why do you think the government cannot kill you? Nigeria is a scam. And most people know. But we are trying to pretend as if it will work. We can keep quiet and do nothing. But some of us will not keep quiet. We will do more of the awareness. We would engage different stakeholders. But how Nigeria will end is what a lot of people is asking. It will end, be it with violence, if diplomacy fails to work. If you're waiting for the United Nations will not do much at this stage. Yeah, King Rage on Instagram said the major problem and reason why they believe in one Nigeria is because they are not aware they are suffering. No, they are aware. but they haven't got no choice, and we must rescue them because everybody in Nigeria has been kidnapped. We will use the power of the media to engage those at home and bring them to the round table and let them understand, where we are coming from and where we're going. I'm not interested in all these, Yoruba and all that. That's nonsense as far as I'm concerned. What we are doing already is creating too much havoc. If the last 3-4 generations have started what we started now, Nigeria will not be where it is. But because everybody kept quiet and mute, but now we have unmute so many people. From here in UK was where the whole independence started. Same from here in UK, so many atrocities have been committed. Same from here in UK, they've planned to destroy Nigeria and keep them own afloat. But from here as well in UK, we will break up Nigeria. This country has been known for a lot of history on how the making of Nigeria is. Go on Netflix and watch the journey, the journey of the colonial Africa or whatever. I can't remember the full title. It is still here from UK, where I'm speaking from. We will make that atrocity damage that will eventually collapse Nigeria. The same way they started the foundation of Nigeria from here, it is the same way we are now also doing the same thing to finish the job we've started. Tell the politicians and the international community we're ready to take all the risk to liberate the minds of our people and to get a Yoruba nation. I repeat again, we are ready to take all the risk. Whatever risk that a lot of you might think of, we are ready. It might mean nothing to you, but we are prepared, fully prepared to take that risk. I'm not going to share, sensitive things with you. But what I can tell you is we are fully ready. We will continue with the awareness. We will continue to engage different stakeholders. Different organizations, different groups are doing different things. Just like Koikimedia is doing different things as well. I have the right to mobilize and talk to people at home. And I'm doing that every single day. I can assure you that. I'm talking from Koikimedia now. We are mobilizing, we're strategizing. We will hit when the time comes. But again, those of you in the north, come back home before it is too late. We will not hold election in 2023. That I can assure you. If Nigeria does not break before 2023, there will be humanitarian disaster. Let me tell you now. That will happen. Already we have a lot of humanitarian disaster in the country. If only you're looking carefully. That Boko Haram that the government is funding created internal displaced people. But there will also be another humanitarian disaster if the international community failed to break up Nigeria. And that's part of the risk we are ready to take. Some of you might say it's going to affect some people. But that has still kept us in the same country with these jokers. We are not joking. My eyes is red every blessed day. Millions of things we are putting in place. Like I said, we are ready to take the risk. Have a very good morning. Bye for now. p.m. UK time for Nigeria at the verge of breakup. Right from this end, enjoy the rest of the evening, those of you on the other side of the globe. My name is Yoruba Koiki, and bye for now.
ìran ọmọ Yorùbá ọlọ́pọlọ pípé ọ̀mọ̀wé ń bẹ àgbẹ̀ ń bẹ iṣẹ́ ọnà ń bẹ kákónimọ́ra ìwà ọmọ Yorùbá ni kákọ́nilé káyẹ́ni sí iṣẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ni kásọ̀rọ̀ tútù tó yọbi lápò ọmọ Yorùbá ló ní òwe ìbáwí ọmọ Yorùbá ló pa òwe ìkìlọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá bẹ́ẹ̀ àgbẹ̀ ń bẹ iṣẹ́ ọnà ń bẹ kákónimọ́ra ìwà ọmọ Yorùbá ni kákọ́nilé káyẹ́ni sí iṣẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ni kásọ̀rọ̀ tútù tó yọbi lápò ọmọ Yorùbá ló ní òwe ìbáwí ọmọ Yorùbá ló pa òwe ìkìlọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ló pa òwe ìwúrí ọmọ Yorùbá ló pa tọ́rọ̀ bá sọnù òwe là fi wá àkàlò èdè ńkọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ló lọ ibi gíga ibi gíga gíga lọ́mọ Yorùbá yóò máa lọ ibi gíga gíga ẹ ti máa rọ́mọ Yorùbá ibi gíga gíga ẹ ti máa rọ́mọ tuntun wá ẹ ò ní wá nílé ẹ ò ní wá lẹ́yìn ibi gíga lọ́mọ Yorùbá yóò. Adéwálé lùlù fún wa ibi gíga kọjọ́ kọjọ́ ibi gíga oṣù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o iwájú lójúkùn ń gbé òkè níjọ́ òkè lẹ́yìn fún.